Hi everyone, I'm Rachel and welcome to Compassionate Yoga for Autoimmune Care. In this video, I'll guide you through a Yin-inspired floor-based practice to help regulate your nervous system when you're feeling stressed or anxious. For this practice, I'm going to suggest that you have a folded towel or blanket close by. So if you're not there already, please find your way down onto your mat, finding a comfortable seat that works best for you. And let's take a moment or two to arrive into the practice. Maybe placing one hand on the heart and one hand on the belly. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. In your own time, take 3 full breaths, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Noticing the chest rise and the belly expand as you breathe in. And feeling the belly soften as you exhale fully. And when you feel ready, open your eyes and release your hands. So to start, lie on your belly, coming to rest on your elbows. Extend your legs behind you at hips distance apart, with the tops of the feet resting on the floor. And stack your arms in front of you. Now lower your forehead to rest on your arms. Tuck the chin slightly to lengthen through the neck. Now feel the front of your body supported by the earth and start to settle into the pose. Bring your awareness to your breath. And as you inhale, feel the belly pressing into the mat. And as you exhale, notice the belly release and soften. So with each inhalation, the belly gently expands and presses into the earth. And with each exhalation, the belly releases and softens. With each exhalation, allow your body to surrender into the earth. And we'll be here for about 5 full rounds of breath. Okay, on your last round of breath, staying on your belly, and then press your right hand into the floor to slightly lean to the left. Gently bend your right knee until you feel some sensation in your inner thigh or hip. Then go ahead and rest your left ear on your forearms. If you'd like a different sensation, you can bend your upper body towards your bent knee, so your elbow will be closer to your knee. And then again, Rest your left ear anywhere that feels comfortable on your arms. And soften your gaze or close your eyes and simply allow your body to breathe naturally. And as you settle into the pose, take a moment to scan through your body, noticing if you're holding any tension. With each inhale, imagine sending your breath into those areas, creating space and softness. And as you exhale, see if you can gently let go, allowing any tension to melt away. Continue this cycle, scanning the body, breathing with awareness, and softening with each breath out. If you notice your mind begins to wander, simply guide your attention back to the sensations of the breath. And you can do this at any time during your practice. So we'll take a couple more full breaths here in this pose. And when you're ready, slowly come out of the pose by extending the right leg and bringing everything back to center. Now extend your arms out in front of you, allowing them to come to rest on the floor, and rest your forehead on the mat. Bend the knees roughly 90 degrees and gently press the pelvis into the floor for a little bit of added stability. And let your legs sway from side to side like a soft upside down pendulum as you explore your range of movement. So we're not forcing any movement here, we're just allowing the legs to sway from side to side on their own. And after your next round, lower your legs down, take a full breath in, and a long breath out. Staying on your belly, we'll set up for the left side. So press your left hand into the floor to lean your weight slightly over to the right. Bend your left knee slowly just until you feel some sensation through your leg or hip. Then go ahead and find the same shape that you created on your right side. So you might keep your head centered or gently bend your torso to the left, resting your right ear on your arms. And as you settle into this side, notice how this side feels compared to the first side. Do you notice if there are any unexpected points of tension? Maybe this side feels completely different. Maybe there's some new areas of tension. And if so, begin to breathe into those areas of the body. And as you breathe out, see if you can let go and soften, even if the release is just a tiny amount. Breathing into tension and exhaling to soften and let go. And breath is slow and steady. And we'll take a few more breaths here. So slowly start to come out of the pose and bring everything back to center. This time, extend your arms out to the side into a T shape and lower your forehead to the floor. And gently press the front of your hips into your mat. And again, bend the knees, allowing them to fall side to side. And again, there's no forcing the movement, just moving within your natural range of movement. And when you're ready, go ahead and extend the legs and take one full round of breath here. Inhaling and exhaling. Now place your hands under your shoulders with your palms pressing gently into the mat. And slowly rise into a soft tabletop position, having your knees about hip width apart. Now, if your knees are feeling a little tender today, you might like to slide your blanket or towel underneath for some extra cushioning. And if it feels grounding for you, you can let your big toes touch slightly behind you for a bit of added stability. And once you've found yourself in tabletop, take a deep, steady inhalation here. And as you exhale, begin to gently circle your hips like you're drawing a slow, wide circle with your pelvis. Now there's no rush here. Move with your breath, keeping the breath and the movement nice and steady. So after 3 or 4 slow circles one way, go ahead and reverse the direction using the same pace and softness. And feeling into any little spots that might want extra attention or release, and letting the movement be as big or as small as feels good for you today. And when you feel even on both sides, return to stillness in tabletop, noticing any warmth or subtle sensations through your hips and spine. Now send your hips back into an easy child's pose, letting your arms extend forward or rest softly by your sides. Let the breath be natural and feel your back expand as you inhale, and let your belly melt towards the tops of your thighs as you exhale. We'll rest here for a few more rounds of breath. On your next inhale, slowly return to tabletop, pausing at the top. And then let's meet on our backs and move into constructive rest pose. So once you're lying on your back, bend your knees and place the soles of your feet toward the outer edges of your mat, and let the knees gently rest against each other. If it feels grounding for you today, you might like to place one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly, or just let your arms fall softly by your sides. Whatever feels most restful for you. Now, if you'd like to stay here in stillness, then please settle here and rest. But if your body needs a little gentle movement before Savasana, on your next inhale, extend your arms out into a T shape. And as you exhale, drop both knees to one side. Inhale to return the knees to center, and exhale, drop the knees to the other side. Now continue this soft, rocking motion with the breath for a few more rounds of breath. And then when you're ready, bring your knees back to center and draw the knees towards your chest and give them a gentle squeeze. Maybe rocking from side to side to give the lower back a little massage. We'll move into Savasana now. So gently extend one leg at a time out in front of you, a little wider than hips distance. Alternatively, if your back is a little tender today, you can return to constructive rest pose with your knees bent, soles of the feet on the outer edges of the mat, and the knees resting together. Let your arms rest alongside your body, a little wider than shoulder width, and have the palms facing upwards. Now take a moment to make any final adjustments, maybe rolling the shoulders under, pressing the lower back gently into the floor, tilting the pelvis towards the chin, and then moving the legs to allow for those adjustments. Close the eyes and come to rest. There's nothing to do. There's nowhere to go. Just allow yourself to be. And let your whole body grow heavy in the knowledge that you are fully supported by the earth beneath you. I'll leave you here in quiet stillness for a few minutes, and when it's time, you'll hear my voice return to gently guide you back. And if you notice that your mind starts to wander, simply return your attention to the rhythm and sensations of your breath. Last few breaths here in Savasana. Begin to invite some small movement back into your body. Start to wriggle your fingers and toes. Maybe stretch your arms over your head and point your toes, stretching the body. And when you're feeling ready, roll to one side and pause there for a breath or two. And in your own time, slowly return to a comfortable seated position. And we'll linger here for a moment with our eyes closed and hands resting comfortably. And we'll close the practice together with one deep, steady breath. Inhale and exhale. And please go ahead, open your eyes, lift the shoulders up towards the ears and back down. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me. I hope you're able to move through the rest of your day with a greater sense of ease and self-compassion.